So hello, I'm number 112 and let me start my teaching demonstration. Okay class, good afternoon everyone. Yes, good afternoon. Yeah. But class, if we see outside the window, I guess it is not a quite good afternoon. Yes. So do you know why? Yes, Jisun. That's right, because of the fine dust. Yes, the fine dust is making us hard to breathe. Great. So like this, there are many pollutions happening around us. So this is the what we're going to talk about today. So before we start our class, I'm going to show you a nice video clip. Yes, are you excited? A nice, interesting video clip right here. Yes, can you see it? Okay, so when you're watching the video clip, can you guess what you have to do? That's great, Jason. You again. You have to think about what is happening in the video. Okay, so are you ready to watch this nice video clip? Alright, what a great voice. So if you're ready, I will press the play button. Okay, class. So, is there anyone who can say what is happening in the video? Oh yes, Yongjun. Yongjun, what is happening in the video? No, that's right, class. In the video, some people are recycling. Great, Jisun, recycling. So, what kind of materials can you recycle? Oh, Jiyoung, that's right, paper, and that's right, plastic, glasses. Yes, those materials. We can recycle those kinds of material to reuse it as a other product. Okay, so like this, we can take small actions. We can take really small actions like recycle, but it really helps the earth. It really helps the earth to be saved from the pollutions. Yes, so today we're going to talk about how to save our earth. All right, how to save our earth. So class, please open your I'm not back, book to page 40. Yes, page 40. What can you find there? What can you find at page 40? That's right, a notice, a nice piece of notice. Great. Shall we read the title together? One, two, three. Let's recycle properly. Yes, it's about recycling as we saw in the video. First, let's look at the text for a really short moments. Yes, really short moments. I will give you 2 minutes. I will give you 2 minutes. And how about finding the main idea of this notice? So class, what you have to do when you're finding only the main idea? Okay, Yongjun. That's right, you have to read it very fast, yes, because you only need a main idea, not details. And then, that's right, Usong, we have to find some keywords. Great. So those keywords will connect it to be, if you connect those keywords, those will be your main idea. Great. So I will give you 2 minutes. Let's find out the main idea. Okay, let's start. Usong, you're doing a great job. Okay. Oh, Chiyoung, you too. You're doing a great job. Okay, class, time's up. So, who wants to talk about the main idea of this text? Okay, Jisun, you can do it. That's right. Alright, the text is, this notice is about the problems of recycling. And then, yeah, there's one more. That's right, Yongjun. And some suggestions. Suggestions to each problem. Well done. So today we are going to read this notice about problems of recycling and then we're going to talk about how we can recycle better. But class, what you have to do before we read something. That's right, June. We have to talk about some new words. Great. Some new words that will help you read better. Great job. So, can you find the three underlined words in the passage? Yes, there are three underlined words. Yes, so today we're going to pick one word. Yes, those among those important words, we're going to pick one word. So, which word do you want to talk about? Oh yeah, there's so many requests. Remove, that's right. Stained. Okay, class, I can see your passion. But class, I guess that most students want to talk about the remove. Yes, that's a difficult word. So let's look at the board. Remove. Class, repeat after me. Remove. Remove. Yes. Who knows the meaning of these words? Okay, not many. So today let's talk about the meaning of this word before we read the notice here. How we can guess the meaning of this difficult word? Okay, you can't. Yes, you can. Because to help you, I just prepared a nice sentence here. A nice example sentence on the screen. Yes, can you see it? Yeah, so let's read it together and let's guess what would be the meaning of this difficult word, remove. All right, so let's read it together. One, two, three. The wheel of my car is broken, so I removed it and took a new one. Good job. So, who can guess the meaning of this difficult word, remove? Yeah? Oh, Usong, can you guess it? What would be the meaning of this word? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Disappear. Yes, if we remove something, it will disappear. Great job. So, what would be the exact meaning of remove? So, if I remove something, it will disappear. So, remove means to make something disappear. Great, Usong. Let's give him a big hand. What a great student. Okay. So, class, you found out the meaning of this difficult word. So, what can you do? Yes, now you can read this notice much better. All right. So, are you interested in are you interested? Are you interested in this notice? Yes, you want to talk about the problems of recycling? Great. But class, just one more thing. Just one more thing. I think our memory is not perfect. Yes, you know why I'm talking about this. So we cannot remember everything in the text after we read it. So class, what you have to do when you're reading something? That's right, Jison there. That's right. We have to write them down. Yes, to write the information down at somewhere. So that's why I prepared a nice table under your notice. Yes, can you find it? Right here. Please point it at your finger. That's great. Here. So class, before we read this notice, let's look at the table first. Yes. So class, how many parts are there? That's right, there are two parts. Great, two parts. So let's look at the left side of the table. So class, what can you see? What can you see at the left side of the table? Great, Jung. We can find problems. Yes, because we know that the main idea of this text is problems and suggestions. And so what can you see at the right side of the table? That's great, Ozone. We can find suggestions. Suggestions. So now what? Now you know what you have to do. Yes, if you find some problems of recycling, where do you have to write it? That's right, Jason. We have to write it here at the left side of your table. And if you find some suggestions to each problem, where do you have to write it? Great, Usong. You have to write it at the right side of the table. Good job. And also you, good job, Jason. So I will give you 8 minutes. How many minutes I'll give to you? 8 minutes. So during that 8 minutes, with your partner, yes, with your partner, what you have to do. First, that's great, Ozong. I'm sorry, Yongjun. You have to read this notice. Yes, read this notice, and then, that's right, find out the problems and suggestions of recycling, and then, great. Jiung, great. You have to fill out this table with your partner. Alright? So, I'll give you 8 minutes. If you're ready, let's start. Jump here. Okay, class. Okay. So, you are doing a really great job. Yes, I saw your passion. I saw your passion in your eye. So, who wants to talk about the problems first? Okay, Yongjun, what a great student. Yongjun, can you tell us some problems of recycling? Is this right, class? Okay, well done, Yongjun. Many students do not rinse off. Yes, do not rinse off the finished drinks. Great, like on the screen. And then, who can suggest some solution to this problem? Okay, Jisun, that's great. We can make sure to rinse off the finished drinks. Is this right, class? Okay, well done. So, class, yes, you did another great job. You found all the information in the text, and I can see you guys are really careful readers. Well done. But class, to save our Earth, I think just knowing about some problems and tips of recycling is not enough. So what can we do? That's great, Jiyoung. We have to take an action. So before we take some actions, I think it's more important to know about ourselves. Yes, how we're recycling at home or at school. All right? You think so? Okay. So I prepared a nice activity of survey. Yes. Do you know what survey is? That's right. We'll ask each other some questions about their behaviors and check how well they're recycling. All right. So please open your book to page 41. Yes, what can you see there? What can you see there? Yes, there's a nice table like this. All right. There's a table like this. So what is at the left side of the table? That's right. There's some questions. Some question here. And what can you see? What can you see at the top of the table? Oh, right, Trumoon. How did you know that? There is frequency adverbs. Frequency adverbs. Oh, teacher, what is frequency? Is there anyone who can explain the meaning of frequency to your friends? All right, Uzong. Great. Frequency means how often you do something. So, for example, if you never do something, it means that's right, Jison. If you never do something, you do not do something at all. Well done. It's 0%. All right. So I guess you know what you have to do with this. But before that, can't you find something strange in this table? That's right, Yosong. The final part of question is empty. Yeah. So what we have to do? Great. We are going to write a nice question that can check our friends' recycling behaviors. Yes. So if we use the first example of the notice, I can ask something like, do you rinse off your finished drinks? Mm-hmm. The question is great. Okay. So I will give you 3 minutes. During that 3 minutes, let's write a nice question to check your friend's recycling behavior. Alright? So if you're ready, you can start. Okay, class. Okay, the time is up. Now everyone has your own questions. Yes, I saw all of you write a really creative questions. So now it's time to ask and answer. So we have to talk with our friends. So that means we need a group. So let's see. Usong. Usong and three people around Usong will be one group. These four. Yes. So can you guess your group members? Yes, these four, and these four, and those four will be one group. Great. Say hello to your group members. Yes. Oh, yeah, they're handsome. They're pretty. Okay. So we're going to ask these questions to your friends, your group members. So how can we do it? Let's suppose Minsu and I are in the same group. Okay. Minsu, I want to ask you. Do you put recyclable items in a recycling bin? Yes, I asked you really polite. So Minsu, your answer is oh my goodness, Minsu said he always put recyclable items in a recycling bin. What an eco-friendly student. Great. So where do we have to mark this? Yeah, that's right. We have to write at the very right part of the first question because this part is for always. Great. So like this, let's ask the questions. Let's ask the questions to all of your group members. And then what you have to do? Yes, you have to check or mark the proper part according to the answers. Great. So are you ready? Are you ready to check your friend's behavior? Okay, sounds good. I'll give you 13 minutes. So let's start. Great job here. You're doing a great job. Alright class, time's up. Yes, you're doing really great jobs. Yeah, I can see you're really trying hard to find your friends' bad behaviors. Yes, yeah, it's good because we have to improve our bad behaviors. But before we move on to the next activity, let's look at some points I want to talk about first. Yes. So when I was walking around, I heard someone say, "Are you use blah blah blah?" So class, what's the matter with these expressions? That's right, Usong. We have to use do. So when we're making questions, we are using this kind of normal verb. So with normal verb, what kind of questioning verb we have to use? Be verb or a do verb? That's right, Jason. We have to use do verb. Yes, your survey process was great, but let's keep this in mind after this. Okay? All right. So class, now we know a lot of things about recycling. Yes, but I think other members of our school does not know well about recycling. So what can you do? That's great. You can let them know by writing some suggestion or notice like this. Okay. So let's look at the page 42. Yes, let's open your book to page 42. What can you see there? Yes, there's a nice piece of writing format. Great, writing format. So we are going to use this to write a nice notice or a suggestion. Before that, I think we're going to need a group role because we have a lot of things to do. Let's see. So we need the roles of leader, writer, timekeeper, and uploader. Yes, today we're going to upload our writing to the class blog. So I will give you 30 minutes. So Chun, what roles can you choose? That's right, you can choose writer, leader, timekeeper, and uploader. So I'll give you 30 seconds. Let's discuss with your group members and pick your group role. Okay, so let's start. Okay, class. Okay, time's up. I can see you guys. You are really trying hard to get the leaders. All right. But before we write something, I want to show you how we can write with my own notice or suggestion on the screen. Yes. Can you find it? Yeah, there it is. So let's see. Let's see how we can write a suggestion or notice. So let's look at the screen and let's read the first sentence together, shall we? Okay, one, two, three. We think the most serious problem in our school, recycling, is that, yes, I think the problem is students do not rinse off their finished drinks. So, what can you guess what you have to write? What you have to write about at the first part? That's right, Jisung. We have to write about some problems. Great. And let's look at the second part. One, two. Because those bottles are not recyclable. Great. Yes. The bottles without some dirty water or dirty beverage cannot recycle. We cannot recycle them. So what we have to do it, what we have to write it about. What we have to write about at the second part. That's right. We have to write about some reason. Great. And then let's look at the third part. Okay, one, two. We should make it sure to rinse off those drinks. So you can guess what you have to write at the third part. That's right, we have to write about suggestion. Well done, Yongjun. Suggestion. Great. So with your partner, let's write, with your group members, let's write a nice suggestion or nice notice to help your friends recycle properly. Okay? So if you're ready, you can start.